Spanglish, sin mucha verga, se la calan.
So this is the second episode of Alienados, which is about the roles that we play in life.
Okay, about
So what are some examples of roles that people play, maybe throughout life? Like, because in the video that we were watching earlier,
The TEDx.
we'll put a link about that in the description.
TEDx Algeria.
You when you're a baby, you have no perception of who you are at all. So your reaction to things is based solely off of feeling. So a baby could look at anybody and not judge them. Exactly. So to explain that better, the case would be like, if you have good energy and good intentions, and you're there with the idea to have fun or whatever.
Yeah,
and
you're projecting.
Yeah, and you're projecting that energy onto that child, and the child will react accordingly. Like when you have two roles that contradict each other.
The inner conflict is actually something that we make up for ourselves. These two drives are clashing, right?
Yeah. And do you think that that duality is natural for people? Or do you think that this is something that like modern society has caused?
Of course, there's some expectations that are placed upon us depending on where you are born, your level of wealth, your country, region, all that, right? Mm-hmm. There's some expectations on how you must behave, or the things that people expect for you to accomplish. But the important part about this is that no matter what you do, people just expect you to bring value to everything. Mm-hmm. The people who are with you through all these roles you play, like all your little stages, they are the ones who care about you. So they are always gonna be there as long as you bring value to them. As you don't break the values that they think you represent,
or that they think you should represent.
Of course, there's gonna be conflict when you are shifting, because that's part of the growth process. Your values will shift, and your actions will be reflected on that. When you truly come into your music, you make it happen. So, and you make it happen happily, you feel good about it, and you want to keep doing it, right? So you need to embrace a role that goes aligned to your values, to you. So that's why it's important to do that initial work to get to know yourself, because you can start landing.
Remove the mask and be the same person to everybody. So, not to hide who you are, because at the end of the day, then you're not living, You spend the majority of your day surrounded by people, hopefully. And if you're projecting this image for the sake of being accepted or liked or whatever it may be, then you're not truly committed to yourself. You're not truly committed to living a fulfilled and happy life. And people are constantly questioning, why am I not happy? Why am I not happy? Why does life feel so monotonous and mundane? And I feel like that's just because they're fulfilling these roles. They're living the role of the person with the boring life. Your life is what you make it.
Or the role that they are living is not aligned to their true self. Mm-hmm. That's why they are miserable. They are living it like there's no way. Maybe the happiest people who are not doing what they like are unhappy. Mm-hmm. Like even if they are rich and have everything figured out.
Just because you're not doing exactly what you want to do doesn't mean you can't be happy. There's a lot of people whose lives were transformed because of some sort of event. Like many people think that their dream is to be something specific, and then maybe they have a child and their dreams realign to serve the purpose of wanting to give that child everything, and that becomes their dream. And that's completely natural and completely okay. You have to be able to adapt in life. Yes. And that's a key point, not being rigid, because like we said, roles are fluid and roles change. And if you try to stick in one specific setting, although it is good to acquire these positive roles that will like stand the test of time, like someone who is creative, someone who is determined and studious and all of that, and But all of these other things, they change and they adapt, and it's good to let go of the things that no longer serve you and acquire things that will actually benefit you in the long run.
Y podemos hacer un corte sobre este tema.